Hello, my name is Colin Thompson, and no matter where you are located in the world, my fellow life coaches and myself hope you and your family are staying strong throughout the coronavirus outbreak. The purpose of these videos is to provide you with some insight, some tips, and give you the reassurance that you and your families will make it through this time healthy. I am physically located here in Shanghai, China, and myself and other life coaches have recently, we want to say that we are out of the woods. As most of you know, the initial coronavirus outbreak took place here in China. That was about 2.5 months ago, and now we are starting to see the calming down of the outbreak here in China. During that time, we learned a lot of lessons. And I want to first of all say that we understand that the real soldiers, the real heroes now are the doctors, the nurses, the medical workers, the delivery people, the people who are working the restaurants, the stores, the people who made sure that those of us who stayed at home or staying at home can still survive healthy. So we want to recognize that they are the real soldiers here. We like to say that they are protecting us on the front line. During the outbreak here in China, myself and other life coaches, we had a lot of people contacting us to help support them in what we call the backside or the back line. This is in their households. As you may have already experienced, now that you are really staying inside a whole lot more due to the coronavirus outbreak, that may bring about a lot of tension and stress in your household. And this is expected. The beautiful thing is we know how to help you get through this time. Now, when we went through it ourselves, it was tough, quite frankly, but there's nothing like the lesson of life. So as a group of life coaches, at the time, we individually were supporting our friends, our families on how to make the best of the time during the outbreak. After about 2 months, we decided to come together as a collective and offer our support to people in other parts of the world as the outbreak started to take a hold of their areas. So what this means is we have a set of coaches, I want to say a set of highly skilled international coaches specializing in different areas such as maintaining relationships, areas such as ensuring you have a positive mindset, making sure you stay physically and mentally fit, personal development. We have a lot of coaches that are using their experience coaching and their experience going through the outbreak here in China to provide back-end support to all of you. So through these set of videos, we hope to really educate you and provide you some good information on how you and your family can thrive through this tough time. We have a saying here for us, we call ourselves the COVID coaches, and the COVID coaches, we have your back. So if you have specific questions or you need some specific insight, you will see our contact information at the end of each of our videos, and we hope that we can provide you the support that you and your family needs during this time. Now, the first video, this video is going to focus on an area that we felt was of prime importance, and that is ensuring that the one place that you have total control over is your household. We want to help you and provide you some tips on how to keep your household safe, healthy, and clean during this time. The reality is you're going to be spending a lot of time at home, and that means up to weeks on end, literally without being outside that often. When this took place here in China, my wife and baby did not leave the house for 3 weeks, right? So that's a long time. Now, imagine you're inside your home for an extended time period. The one thing you want to do is make sure that there's nothing that's going to put you and your family at harm inside your house. So we're going to talk about what we call a disinfection process for your house. But first, let's talk briefly about what you want to do when you leave your home. So we have a video here I want to show you, and as I play this video, I will talk you through it. Okay, so we have here this lovely model here who is my wife Kay. She is going to be going outdoors. Now, her outdoor process, she's very happy to go outside. Let me pause here. She's very happy to go outside, being as how she's only been outside a handful of times over the last 2 months, so very happy to leave home. You'll see what she does. She gets her gear and she puts on her mask. Now, If you do not have a protective mask, that is fine, and we'll talk about that in a moment. However, if you do have a protective mask, I advise you to use it and make sure you're using it correctly. You'll notice that she is going to secure the top by her nose. There's a metal rod. Squeeze that to make sure that it clips to your nose. Secure it around the back of your ears very safely, right? The bottom of your chin. Be very happy to go outside. Also have your disinfectant in your hand. All right, she's gone and back so soon. Welcome back in. Now, it's very important that each and every time anybody enters into your home, you have them follow a disinfection process. It does not have to be the one we use, but you want to make sure that you are taking steps each and every time somebody returns home to ensure that they're not bringing anything that's harmful into your safe place. And your safe place, of course, being your home. Let's continue. So you'll see her, she'll disinfect her hands, and then she'll proceed to take off her shoes. Once the shoes are off, she will then use a mist, and this mist is used to clean it. Here is the mist that we use here. This is a mist disinfectant, excuse me. You can spray this on your clothes. This is not to be sprayed on your body, only objects. We spray the top and the bottom of the shoes. Okay. We then proceed to take off and to properly dispose of the mask. Now, this is very important. In case you're sick or in case you come in contact with something that may be dangerous on your mask, you want to make sure you take the mask off, throw that into a plastic bag, and then into the garbage can. It's very important that the contaminants on that mask do not contaminate anything else. So you see here, she wrapped that up. Okay, now all done. Nope, not all done. We now want to continue. We now want to make sure that we take off our outside clothes and yes, change to our inside clothes. Now I'll tell you why this is important. Every time you sit down somewhere outside, bump up against somebody else or objects, you run a risk of having contaminants on your body. Anytime you touch a door handle and then touch yourself, you run the risk of having contaminants on your body. So you want to make sure that you have clothes inside your house that have not been outside and thus will contain no contaminants. So each time we come back inside, we literally change all of our clothes. As you can see here, she has changed her clothes. And once the clothes are changed, and what you saw her outside clothes being put for washing. And then we proceed to wash the hands very thoroughly for 30 seconds with warm water, a very thorough washing. And then we're not done yet. Then we go and then we wash our face. We want to make sure that our face is clean because we do touch our face several times. And of course, we want to spend time to clean off the rag. Finally, all clean, all done, and we are finished. So, okay, so that was our disinfectant process. We do this each and every time that we enter and leave the house. So guys, it's very important that you have some sort of process that you use. Now, the disinfection process is only going to be what I will call, the disinfection process is only going to have value if your home itself has already been disinfected. So the first step is to make sure that all the touch points in your home have been decontaminated. So that means taking a very good disinfection solution and cleaning and wiping down every surface you can think about. Doorknobs, your refrigerator door, your microwave handle, anything that somebody touches, you want to make sure you're cleaning that. Keyboards, tabletops, chairs, couches. You want to make sure you're cleaning your cell phone several times a day. Cell phones are a hotbed of germs, so please make sure you're cleaning your cell phone several times a day. Also, make sure that you're doing this in-home baseline disinfection 2 to 3 times a week. You may think that's a lot, but trust me, the peace of mind you get by knowing that your kingdom, your castle, your home is clean and stays that way will go a long way in helping you remain calm for the time period that you're going to be inside your home. And right now, guys, nobody knows how long you're going to be inside that house. Okay, so for our hand sanitizer, we have a large hand sanitizer we use by our front door. We just, whenever we come in the door, scrunch, and we have that. We also have the smaller, I don't have it here, but the smaller pocket-sized hand sanitizer, and of course we have our mask. And somebody asked a question, and the answer is yes. They do make baby-sized masks as well, which I'll show you here. Of course, you shouldn't be taking the baby outside, but if you do have to go outside, they also have masks for the baby. As you can see, the adult mask is much bigger than the baby mask. Now, one piece of advice, if you are using a child mask, you want to make sure that once you secure it, you put a hat on their head that covers their ears. This will make sure that they don't reach up and pull the mask down. Okay, so just for a review, it's very important that you ensure that you have a disinfection process that you use for when you return to the household. Also, when you leave your house, you want to be mindful of what you're touching and what you're coming into contact with. The best thing to do is assume that everybody and everything is contaminated. That will make sure that you're not touching as many things and you're mindful of what you're doing. When you're outside, you can't help but touch other things. You want to make sure, though, that your home, your car, and your office are cleaned. If those places are safe, each time you go out and return to those places, give your hand a little disinfection on your hands and you should be okay. Also, if you're not able to procure a mask, when you go outside, try to avoid taking your hands, touching your mouth, your nose, or your eyes. It's very important that if your hands come into contact, you keep them on your hands until you have an opportunity to clean your hands. Okay, so I hope these tips helped. Again, it's very important to make sure that everybody in the household follows these tips. If even one person doesn't do this, you run the risk of bringing something dangerous into your house. Okay, so this is the first video in our COVID coaches series. Our next video will talk about how to maintain a positive mindset by getting into a routine during the time that you have at home. As you guys know, a routine helps to pass the time and also helps you to stay mentally tough. Over the next few days and few weeks, we'll have a various set of topics that we discuss. We'll talk about relationship management. We want to make sure that you're not leaving the outbreak, the restriction period, heading into a divorce. We want to make sure that the time that you're at home with your family, you're not strangling your kids. We want to make sure that your kids aren't strangling you. We want to make sure that you guys are able to maintain a very harmonious household, because it's going to be very, very important that you're able to do that. Also, how to stay mentally and physically fit during this time. You're not going to be able to go to the gym. How to stay physically fit inside the house. Each day is going to start repeating itself. How to stay mentally strong. Also, how to groom yourself. As you know, barbershops, spas, salons, they're all closed. It's very important that every day you groom yourself so you don't start getting into a lazy mindset. Okay, guys, I hope that helps. Once again, my name is Colin Thompson. I am one of the coaches here, one of the COVID coaches. We will be providing you with tips to help you make it through this time peacefully and healthy. Okay, guys, talk soon. Bye-bye.